I'm Ted Seides, and this is Capital Allocators. This show is an open exploration of the people and process behind capital allocation. Through conversations with leaders in the money game, we learn how these holders of the keys to the kingdom allocate their time and their capital. You can keep up to date by visiting CapitalAllocatorsPodcast.com.
Welcome, everyone, to today's countdown of the most popular episodes on Capital Allocators in 2019. I want to start by thanking you. Thank you for listening. Thanks for sharing the show with your friends and colleagues and for writing reviews on iTunes to help it grow. Thank you for your emails of support, and thanks to those of you supporting the show financially through sponsorships and memberships. And just to give a shout out to those, there are individual memberships available at $250 a year that give you access to the library of transcripts and go a long way to keeping this engine humming. Those memberships are available on the website, CapitalAllocatorsPodcast.com. Corporate memberships are also available on the site for companies who would like to support the show. Our current corporate members, Aitken Advisors, Alternative Investment Management, H Partners, EJF Capital, Soros Fund Management, Richmond Global, and WCM Capital, each of whom has quietly and strongly supported the show, and I thank them so much for it. And lastly, a big thanks to our advertising sponsors on the show, each of whom has something valuable to offer our listeners. You've heard from Barings Streaming Income Podcast, Canoe Intelligence, Colmore, Northern Trust Front Office Solutions, Top Traders Unplugged, and Zeta Ventures this year. 2020 will be a new adventure, and I'm excited to see where it will take me and the show. And with that, here are your most popular shows in 2019. We've tabulated these based on the number of downloads over the first 6 weeks after release and used our discretion with total downloads where necessary to flag late bloomers after taking into account the structural advantage afforded shows that released early in the year. So here goes, the top 5 shows of 2019. Well, before we get there, the downloads are so tightly packed that it made sense to offer you a top 10. So here are your top 5 honorable mentions to the top 5 for 2019. Number 5, Raoul Moudgal, everyone's favorite master fundraiser, episode 87. Number 4, Jonathan Tepper, A Variant Perception of Capitalism, episode 110. Number 3, the terrific Bloomberg reporter Matt Levine, Money Stuff, episode 97. Number 2, Jordi Visser from Weiss Multistrategy, The Next Generation of Manager Allocation, episode 92. And the top honorable mention in a recent episode, Steve Ratner, Overseeing Michael Bloomberg's Family Office, episode 113. And with that, here are the top 5 shows of 2019. Number 5, Dawn Fitzpatrick, Multifaceted Investing at Soros Fund Management, episode 112. Number 4, Patrick O'Shaughnessy, the podcast great himself, O'Shaughnessy Asset Management. That was First Meeting, episode 1. Number 3, Michael Mauboussin, Who's on the Other Side? And Michael is always on the other side of great episodes, episode 99. Number 2, a 2-part episode with Tom Russo, all about Berkshire Hathaway and all about Google, episodes 89 and 90. And the number 1 most downloaded show of the year, and the second most downloaded all time after last year's top show with Michael Schwimmer, Dan Ariely, the terrific behavioral economist, Investing in Irrationality, episode 93. So there you have it, our top 10 shows of 2019, and stay tuned for a lot more next year. Thanks so much, and have a wonderful new year.